Howdy, y'all. My name is Price. I'm coming at you with some more Be Happy. All right, so last couple episodes, we got some stuff done. We got some redstone production going on. Let's see how that's doing. Again, I'm recording this on the same day, like I said, for the last couple episodes. So I won't have a whole bunch of backlog. I just don't have the time for it. But 39 already. This is amazing. We're getting so much. And we're making a good amount of the drones, so that's great. I haven't tried... let's see what these actually give us. Electric combs give us destabilized drops. What are the uses for that? You can actually create destabilized redstone with that. That's amazing. That's just extra redstone, basically. Occults give you magic wax. Magic wax is used for, okay, a couple of things. Stuff that I'll probably never touch. Who knows? Weird magical things. But still, all that redstone. I think we need to build up something like 128 redstone for one of the quests that we're working on. This one. 64 only, so we actually might have that by the end of the episode because it has been producing pretty quickly. And if we can do that, that'll be nice. But I was looking around at stuff that we could do while we wait for a couple of these things to happen. Maybe try and go down some different paths. And I remembered that there is that farming path, the ones that have to do with the wheaten combs and the milky combs, these other combs that aren't related to this magic path, the destabilized path that we've been going down. So let's come over here. I added a second apiary. I added some solar panels here. I brought these guys over here because I figured this is where these guys belong. So this is all producing botanic stuff. For some reason, the genetics on my botanics, and I think it's because we used genetics to create them instead of just using raw bees, like the ones that are the default bees, that I keep getting drones that aren't the same as my queens, which sucks. This guy's the same because this one I made on my own, and what I did was I just took one cultivated I took one cultivated queen and one cultivated princess and one cultivated drone, and I applied to them the genetics template that we had for the botanics. These guys are working just great, aren't they? Look, all that's wonderful. This guy keeps producing a bunch of weird stuff, so I'm actually going to do this. This is an old trick that I used to use when I did the old types of bee stuff. You fill this up with one specific type of drone and a whole ton of it. It'll keep on affecting the queen until that queen becomes exactly what this is. And I think that our drones are actually better than these ones because I have a higher fertility on these guys and a higher productivity from the cultivateds that I used in order to get them. So let's quickly grab all of these petals. We're gathering so many petals, but what I need for this quest, I'll tell you in just a second for the quest that we have. Doot. Okay, boop, 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 boop. And now they're going to stop producing because it's nighttime, which is fine. I'm holding on to this industrial apiary right now because I had some plans for it, and now I don't have those plans for it anymore as much, so it's fine. Now, what do I need? I need 16 of white, black, yellow, cyan, and red. So we're still missing a couple of these in order to fully finish this next quest that we're on, but it should be done soon-ish. Let's actually look at the quest itself. Some magic. Okay, so this is what we need, right? So we're almost there. Hopefully that's all we need are the petals. And so that's that. And again, we're waiting on that redstone. So that's why I was thinking, like, maybe we could do something in one of the other quest lines while we wait. So I looked up what it's going to take us in order to do that wheaten comb and milky comb pathway. And the best bee for us to aim for in order to accomplish both of those goals efficiently is going to be this bovine bee, this bovine queen. So in order to get this bovine queen, we need a farmerly, and we're going to mix that with a water. Easy enough, right? Well, in order to get the farmerly, I went ahead and looked it up. And so what you do is you take a rural and an unweary. How do you get a rural? It's a meadows plus a diligent. So what do we need? We need a meadows, a diligent, an unweary, and a water are basically what we're going to need. So what do we got as far as queens are concerned in that vein? Do we have a meadows queen that we have that's available for free? I don't think so. We should have plenty of meadow drones though. So here's a meadows drone. That's great. And where is our... we're looking for a diligent princess. Okay, so we'll mix those two together. And then we're going to want... we're going to have this rural thing that we're going to have to cycle through. And then we're going to want an unweary. And then we're going to want a watery. So where's a good watery bee? I know I had a couple. Yeah, here we go. And so these bees here should be all that we need in order to cycle forward through this quest. So let's do it. And just quickly to let you look at the quest itself, just so you can see what we're going to be getting out of this. This is for the bee restaurant, I think. For the wheat, once we get 16 of these wheaten combs, we're going to get some more hardened flux ducts and some solar panels, plus some more production lifespan upgrades. Honestly, this is why I mostly want to do this. And then for the milky, it's the same. And the thing is with the bovine, let me grab the bovine. If you look at the uses, the bovine produces a 30% wheaten comb and a 10% milky comb rate. And then once we get it, we can mess with its genetics if we feel like it, because we do have the cultivated drones I can try and mess around with until I get the fast worker, because those guys have fast worker on them. If I can get enough, if I have enough labware, because we're really running low on labware. Oh boy, are we running low on labware. It's fine though. So Diligent Princess plus Meadows Drone will give us the Rural Queen. So while we wait on that, let me just go ahead and pop this guy down and see what upgrades we have in here. Just lifespan for now, which isn't the worst in the world because that's the most important thing we want to get out of this. Let's take all this stuff out. Let's grab our new Rural Queen and let's cycle you through here. And let's see, what do you need for your flowers? You might need actually something weird now that I think about it, because of what you are, what you desire. Flower type is wheat. Oh, that's actually super cute. Okay, so just because I don't want to bust this thing apart too much anymore, because we've already spread so thin around here, let's go and grab one of these guys, and we'll mess around there. Do I have the rural on me? Is it in my Beelizer, or did I leave it there? No, it's here. Okay, cool. So let's grab one of these suckers, and we're going to move it over towards the farm. I love that their flower is wheat. What's funny is I was actually thinking about this, building up to this. Woo, we've been letting these guys build up. That's great. That's a ton. Okay. And this and this. And let me have you. Okay. And you. And you. And you. And I'm actually going to have to run back and get those lifespan upgrades too. Ah! We're good. Okay. So let's pop this guy down. Let's make another one of these little kind of flower deals that we have. Put it right here. And we will grab like this. And we will go hoo-cha-cha, hoo-cha-cha, hoo-cha, like that. Perfect. And let's pop that rural in there. Looking good. Get us some of them wheaten combs. And let me go grab the lifespan deal, because the most important thing that we want is the lifespan, so that he cycles through quicker, so that we can get the next stage of that bee. And while we wait for him to cycle through, so we will actually get rid of automation, we will go and check on this quest and see how these guys are doing. I did go back into the nether and I put in one of those sinister drones in order to make us more of those combs. Those guys are so dangerous. I can't go near them until I have this, whatever the next thing is that I was trying to get, the apiarist's suit, the whole suit. So let's see what you guys are producing. Okay, we got some flowers. Let's take those flowers there. Let's put these out this way. Okay. We'll be right back, actually. Let me drop off all this stuff. We're getting too much stuff, and it's okay, because in a couple of episodes, like I said, we're focused right now on getting this diamond bee, because once we have the diamandy, we already have the redstone. We're basically set on the basic resources to be able to make our own apiaries, our own upgrades. We're no longer tied to having to complete quests and chains in order to do that stuff, so I can really start to expand in the way that I think, or like the way that I want to, rather than having to sit around still and waiting for this whole, for the game to kind of allow me to, we're gonna take control. Okay, so we got this watery princess. Let's just leave the watery princess here, and let's go look at this guy over here. How you doing? Almost done. We already got 3 wheaten combs. Now, do I turn these in? Let's look. Boop, boop, boop. Bee restaurant. Is this the kind where I turn them in? Manual detect? No. Okay, so this is the kind where you just what do you call it? This is the kind where it's just going to look and see if you have them. It's not concerned with taking them from you. So that's nice. So how are you doing? You're done. Okay, cool. Let's do your genetics, and then we'll go back and look at the petals again. So we're mixing you with a diligent this time. So rural or unweary, I mean. So now we got a farmerly. So the farmerly already is a pretty nice bee. It has a higher percentage rate to produce the wheaten combs. So the one that we were just using, the rural, has a 20%. The farmerly has a 27%. I was actually planning on just getting to farmerly so I could do the wheaten one. And then I looked up that bovine, and I was like, oh, it produces both. That's even better. All right, let's go ahead and grab y'all now. Okay, what do you got for me? Okay, and you. Okay. All right. And let's fill this all into here. So many mystical flowers. How are we doing now on the ones that we needed? We have enough of you. One more of you. Enough of you. So let's put you down here. 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 And we need 3. So we need 3 more cyan and 1 more black. So there's a cyan. No, that's light blue. That's cyan. There's a black. Okay, so now we just need 2 cyan, and I think we're good. Yeah, once we have 2 more cyan, we're ready to go. So we'll be back here shortly, and it should be done, basically, which is great. So we can finish that quest. Now, what's the other quest we're working on? Let's go check our destabilized guy, and we'll check our Farmily as we're heading on through here. All right, you're 55% of the way. No problem. And let's look at Mr. McRedstone. 58. We're getting there. We need 4 more. Nope, we need, what do we need? 5 more, right? Because we need a stack of 64. Let's go ahead and actually, I was going to centrifuge those, but let's centrifuge these first. Wow, we've already produced a ton of these river drones. I'm going to actually do a little bit of preemptive magicifying. Let's go ahead and put some more of you there. We're going to go and we're going to throw these guys onto our begonias. How are you doing? All right, you're still producing. Man, that guy's going to have, we're going to have half of the wheaten combs that we need before we even get to the bovine queen. So that's really cool. Boop-a-da-boop, boop-a-da-boop. All right, so these guys won't give me a ton of mana, but this is basically what we have to do here all the time. Just throw these guys on here, and now you'll start to notice it's sucking them in there. And if we do this, you can see it goes up pretty quickly. And that's because all of those have such a range that they're all pulling from that stack that I threw on there. So, you know, we'll see a nice fair amount of, honestly, now that I'm looking at how much we just got, unless some of that was built, you know what, some of that was built up from before. I had thrown a whole bunch of bees on there earlier in between the episodes, and I just hadn't checked in a while. So I think that's what that was. Because you're not producing any. You're producing plenty. Yeah, cool. All right. How are y'all doing? 1 cyan. No cyan. Okay. And how many cyan do we need? I know we needed some. You see, now we're getting all these extra drones that aren't great. We're just going to throw those. Honestly, we're going to feed these to the begonias. So let's put all these away. We need 1 more cyan. Okay. You get out there. And you get out there. Rural drones, you're cool. You can stick around. Is that a cyan? That's a cyan. All right, awesome. And you, Mr. Extra Drone. Again, because I'm trying to do this very specific thing, I'll just do that. And then let's just quickly clear out as much of this as we can. But that's enough for this quest. Awesome. This has been a productive episode. Man, sometimes you have episodes where it's like, oh my gosh, we're just so slowly getting through this thing. And then you get episodes like this where it's like, we're going to complete a whole bunch of quests in a real short amount of time, and it is beautiful. Now we're about to get a whole bunch of garbage in our inventory, by the way. So let's be ready for that. All this stuff is coming our way. An Essentia terminal, a 64K ME Essentia storage cell. So that's for the big old storage device. That's cool. But we're going to get these things, thermal lilies. I don't know anything about those, but I imagine that's going to make us a lot more mana a lot faster. A thermometer and the I'm going to have to start doing thaumaturgy. Let's claim our reward. We don't have enough space, huh? We should have enough space. Right? We just put a couple of things away just to check. Put you away, put you away, put you away. I had all those on me. Real quick. All right. I just must not have had enough space. Which is weird because it looks like I have enough space for all 5 of those, but... Oh, each of these takes up 1 spot. Gotcha. That's why. Okay, so then put you away, put you away. Let's look up what this thermal lily does. Let's put all these little flowers away as well. Keep the automation upgrade. So, where's our Essentia Botanica? Here's our Thaumanamanamanamacon. Let's leave that in there for now. Thaumaturgy is not something I even want to think about at the moment. I've done a little bit of thaumaturgy in the past, but it's one of those ones that's kind of a little overwhelming. All right, how do I search again? Type to search. I want to search for, let's see. Well, let's see. Generating flora, is that one? What do we look at? Thermal lily. Thermal lily acts as a lava counterpart to the hydrangeas. As expected, the flower will absorb lava around it in the same height as it to create mana. After absorbing the lava, the flower will produce mana for around 45 seconds. After it stops, it needs a bit of time, around 5 minutes, to cool down before it can absorb more lava. The amount of mana the Thermolily produces during its active period is extremely high, serving as a very functional flower for when a quick boost is needed. During the cooldown period, if the flower were to absorb any lava, instead consumes it, generating no mana, and having to wait 5 minutes from there to start over. While placing lava in the world is definitely possible via dispensers, automatically gathering it and carrying it from the nether or deep underground is another story entirely. As such, the Thermolily is classified as a semi-automatable flower. So these guys will eat lava. Interesting. Well, we have a source of lava with our generator thing over there. So let's put a couple of these down. It's going to be interesting because you have to put it absorbs lava near it was a thing, right? So I'm wondering. So here's what we're going to do first. We're going to bust a hole there. And we're just going to have one out for now because this is, we're being experimental here. Let's go. Let's sleep. Let's go grab a bucket of lava. Let's also. Hey, buddy! What's up, man? He was here earlier. I didn't tell you guys. He was here earlier. He was hanging out. Hope you like the changes, man. I think it's pretty cool. Pretty soon, I think maybe we could set you up like a little, area to hang out in. Maybe we'll make it kind of nethery, make it feel a little homey. I could even probably get some Sinister Bees and stuff like that work in the real world that'll help you out, make you feel a little bit at home. So that's cool, man. Good to see you, buddy. Been missing you. Been missing you around here. Okay, let's go check out these bees over here. How y'all doing? All right, we got our farmer, we got some drones, and we got a bunch more wheaten combs. Let's go ahead and drop these guys off where they belong. Okay, do I have clay in here? Okay, I thought I saw clay when I was walking by. I was like, got extra? All right, so now we got to mix our Farmerly Queen with our, what was the other drone? I know we had it on us. And, of course, I put it away somewhere. It is a watery one, a water drone. I think that was one that, earlier I was like, why do I have this on me? Now you remember, you dingus. But that's totally okay. There it is. That's the one. It's the one lone water drone that's separated from all the other water drones for clear reasons. All right, and water drone. All right, we're now down to 10 labware. I have to be really careful with this stuff until I get my Diamandy bee. I really need that because once I have the Diamandy, I can use the diamonds that I get from that to get more labware. It's 4 glass panes, 1 diamond to 16 labware. I will no longer be worried about labware once that happens. But until that time, whew, it's scary. It is scary. All right, Bovine Queen, what you got for me? Let's get you automated. Yeah. All right, and let's put these other drones away. We'll probably end up using them in the future, I'm sure. Do I have any super stacks? Like this stack even of water drones. Should probably go turn that into mana. Take some of these as well. And yeah, that'll be fine. Some of those. And we'll put away these 2. And where is our bucket? Probably is in this chest. Bucket. Who's got the bucket? Oh, it's in my inventory. Right as I was about to do the whole search thing. Doesn't matter. Hold on. Stop double click. There you go. All right. Thank you. All right, let's go get ourselves a piece of lava. Let's see what this is like for feeding this Thermolily. Because I don't want to just put lava on top of it without knowing that that's how you're supposed to do it. And I don't want to put lava next to it for fear that it'll just flow out everywhere. But if I find out that this actually works from below it, then that can kind of be the spot where we put the lava, or we can create a little area that's built for putting that in there. So let's put lava right there. Let's just see. Gonna eat that? Prepare you. Okay, so that was experiment number 1. I know I have a little bit of stone left in here, so let me try some. Let's do this. So then let's try this maybe. Okay, oof, be careful. Hey, it ate it. Okay. Now how much mana did that give us? Wow. That is a ton. Okay, that's amazing. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and let's drop all these extra bees off. And then, okay, it looked like those flew off the edge. I was worried. All right, so then let's get another, where's that Thermolily? Because we have 4 of them. I mean, one thing is, I don't know if I can just have them all 4 around here doing this. Let's find out. Let's find out. All right, so if I do this kind of a setup, all right, and then drop lava in between them, will the one that has already eaten lava take precedent, or will the ones that haven't take precedent? Because if the ones that haven't take precedent, then awesome. That means that I can basically just come back here, grab the lava, go over there and do like 4 chunks of lava, and then come back every 5 minutes and fill that sucker up. That's gonna be a ton of mana for us. So that's huge. Beyond that, we'll see. So that guy is all worked up, right? Now what? It went to him. Okay, so that means that was no mana for that bit, and it reset his meter. So instead then, I need to kind of like plan out an orientation so that I know which one is going to be getting lava from which one. And maybe I'll set 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and then you just kind of place on the outside of the one that you want to eat. So like let's, for example, let's go do one more just so that we can watch it happen. But if the other one pulls from really far away, then it's going to be kind of like, well, until we make more mana spreaders, because it might have to be just one to one, basically. So then this guy's got it. Cool. All right. Well, we'll figure something out that makes this work, but I think that like a layout, hold on, essentially a layout like this, and then we will go, So here's my thing. Here's my thing. Judging by what we just saw with how this kind of went, and I'm just going to do this just out of safety, and we'll even add in a little bit more, again, for safety. From what we just saw, the precedence goes to, if I place a lava block here, it goes to the one to the right of me when I'm at this orientation, whatever this orientation is. Because it did that when I put it there, and it did that when I put it here. And so if I put another piece of lava there, it should work on that guy. If that's the case, then we have an understanding of the nature of the relationship between thermalilies, lava, and the world around them. So let's figure that out. Let's figure that out. But you can't set up an automatic source of lava eating, which is a little frustrating. It says like semi-automatable, right? And I think that's because unless I can come up with timers, which, let's see, is redstone plus in this? What do I want? I want a timer. No. Well, let's learn to type first. Timer. Okay. How about a repeater? All right. We could maybe come up with something that will essentially have like that lava generator constantly getting power. It's set to a timer in order to release lava at one of a few locations. And then from that, it will drop lava only when, like every 5 minutes or so, whenever these things have finished. Let's see. All right, so that time it didn't work. All right, so my theory is not necessarily true. Therefore, we're going to have to come up with a little bit more creative ways. But I know that if I use this space, this guy will take that for sure. I know if I use this space, this guy will take it for sure. With this guy, who knows? But if I move him over to there, we can still do it that way. So cool, we've got that going. I'll deal with getting all those out later. As we're ending this, let's just try and check out a couple of things. How are we doing on Milkies and Wheatons? Good. We're going to have to let that run, and we'll finish that up next episode. And then let's look at our redstone, because I bet you we have enough to finish this quest. Yup. And just see what happens next. Like, that's mostly my main thing, is I want to just see what comes next down this line, if there is anything. Claim this reward. Awesome. Okay, so that's that. And we got some cursed earth, which I don't know what to do with at the moment. So we're just going to put that right in there. But we did get some more destabilized princesses, so I can actually get a second redstone bee going. So that's pretty great. So with all that, let's just go ahead and we'll end there. We got a whole bunch done. I do need to go into the nether later and check on my nether bees, but that'll be fine. But yeah, we got redstone. We got a bunch of mystical stuff going on. I mean, this is pretty cool. So with all that, thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. My name has been Price, and I will see y'all next time.